as a storyteller, a filmmaker, an artist, really any artist, vulnerability is an essential part of what you do. How do you feel about vulnerability? Like, what's your relationship to it?
Well, for me, vulnerability feels like the edge that I'm always playing at. And I was just trying to think about where it comes from a little bit for me. I feel like there's something about, I really lived the first several decades of my life in a world where the messages I was receiving was that it wasn't safe to let yourself be seen. It wasn't safe to tell the truth. Image was really important. There was a lot of energy spent on managing one's image, protecting one's reputation, this kind of outdoor external facade was seen as a safety, a safe place. But I eventually got to the place where I just couldn't live like that anymore. Whatever that was promising to protect me from, it was stifling something else at the same time. And maybe what it comes down to is I feel like if you feel like you can't really let yourself be seen, it's hard to really have an experience of being loved. Because when affection does come your way, you don't believe that it's for you. You believe it's for the image or the outward presentation. So I think for me, in a way of saving something in my soul, it was in order to have a really true and transformative experience of being loved in the world, I also, before that, needed to feel known and seen and heard. And that is probably the driving force behind everything I've ever made or done since I started doing creative work over a decade ago. So now I think, vulnerability is just always my edge, and I'm always in this internal conversation where the old scripts and the old voices are always very loud in my ear saying, don't do it, it's not safe, don't take the risk, don't put yourself out there, don't tell the truth. And somehow I have to find a workaround to do it anyway, because that's the truest transformation I've ever seen, is to be in the presence of people who are speaking the truth, who are letting something true in them be seen. And in those experiences, when I'm in the audience, I'm always feeling so much love and appreciation, and also recognition, and this feeling of okay, there's something true about our humanity. And if I can hear your dark and broken places and feel love for you, then there's hope that I can let those things in myself be seen and still have love be waiting for me on the other side.
True.
And I don't know, maybe that's part of why, for me, art making feels so high stakes. Everything I do, even though I play these mind games with myself sometimes to try to convince myself or say, this is just a funny little project. This is no big deal. That's me trying to do the workarounds, because the truth is I know I'm taking a leap. I'm jumping out, and I'm just hoping that there's going to be someone to catch me on the other side. Someone who will say, I'm still with you, or I get it, or me too, and that I won't be alone when I finally hit that ground on the other side.
Sometimes I refer to myself as a soft-shelled soul. And, I can definitely relate to the struggle of letting yourself be seen. You know, you want what you do, your work, to matter in the world, and you want to be seen and heard, just as you said, but at the same time, there's that don't see me, don't see me struggle going on. But I was just wondering, how do you deal with critique? You know, having to overcome feeling vulnerable, you know, feeling like something, a space may not be safe, but knowing that critique is inevitable when it happens. How do you deal with that?
I'm trying to think of an instance where I deal with this.